A slišite tole?
Ja, slišim. Kaj pa je to?
To je bublja.
Bublja?
Ja, izvir vode. Edini vir vode, ki ga uporabljajo domačini. Pri nas pa pravimo, da v njem čarovnice kuhajo točo.
Bublja wouldn't leave my thoughts. I returned as soon as I could. Fascinating. It looks like a sunken cauldron, burbling and boiling over.
Tudi von je zelo močan. Takoj mi je bilo jasno, da je ta voda nekaj posebnega. Seveda je nisem sam odkril. Domačini so jo uporabljali že zelo dolgo. In ko sem na nekaj mestih pomembnejšim osebam skušal dopovedati, kako pomembna in posebna je voda, so se le nasmehnili, češ okoliški prebivalci si z njo rečijo vino. Špricar, saj ga poznate, a ne? No, takrat sem malo obupal. Vrnil sem se na Dunaj, končal študij medicine in postal priznan zdravnik. V Radence sem se vrnil šele 30 let kasneje. Vrelci, ki sem jih obiskal prvič, so bili v istem stanju. Nekaj je bilo potrebno ukreniti.
I purchased the land and soon discovered the spring to be one of many, and probably not the main one.
Po dolgih 4 letih mi je leta 1869 uspelo najti glavno žilo. Vodo iz tega izvira sem poimenoval Radenska Slatina in bila je neprimerno boljša kot tista iz vrelca, ki me je začaral pred leti. Že v prvih poskusih sem ugotovil, da je nabita z minerali.
Where does mineral water come from? The area of and surrounding Radenci, whence spring the natural mineral waters of Radenska, are made up of tertiary salt and freshwater sediments of the former Pannonian Sea. Clays and marlstone are prevalent, divided by layers of porous sand and sandstone, with natural mineral, and thermal waters. Apart from other favorable conditions, two are essential for mineral waters to come into being: high pressure and a long enough period of flowing underground.
Pretakanje mora biti čim počasnejše, da je voda lahko več stoletij v stiku s kamnino.
Thus, natural mineral waters are an excellent blend of water and the dissolved mineral matter with bubbles of carbon dioxide or without them. They spring from subterranean depths of several hundred or even 1,000 meters. This protects them from pollution, ensuring their primal purity and constant natural mineral content.
Ko sem opravil analizo vode, se je njen preboj začel. V njej so začeli pisati strokovnjaki marsikje po Evropi. Že drugo leto po začetku izkoriščanja vira smo prodali 37,000 steklenic. Takrat je bilo to zelo veliko. Ko je moj čas minil, so moje delo nadaljevali moji otroci. In to precej uspešno. Glava vsega je bil moj najmlajši sin Roman, ki sta ga zanimala tako zdraviliški kot vodni del Radenske.
Enthusiastically, he set about renewing and modernizing the existing springs and acquiring new ones. He was forced to do so by the increasing competition, which began buying land around Radenci and drilling persistently. Not without success. The springs kept popping up, but the competition had a positive effect on the company's development. Roman began advertising, and the healing water's reputation was spreading. In this period, the railroad came to Perlikia. Of course, it completely changed the methods of transport as well as the speed of delivery, but it didn't affect everyone favorably. Some competitors went bankrupt, and most remaining springs came to be owned by Radenska.
Se spomnite mojih 37 000 prodajnih steklenic? No, 20 let kasneje je letna številka presegla 1 milijon. Impresivno, ne?
The breakthrough to foreign markets followed. A new head of Radenska appeared, Yuri Hildeband, my granddaughter's husband. Advertising and marketing were on the rise, and Radenska began winning a number of awards at trade fairs. Most importantly, Radenska became the official supplier of water to the imperial court at Vienna, and even to the Pope himself. Yuri was mainly interested in the springs. He was less dedicated to the spa. But this changed with the arrival of the distinguished doctor and balneologist Dr. Josef Höhn, my grandson. At the spa in Radenci, he explored the healing properties of certain minerals contained in the water and the advantages of healing baths.
Prišla je prva svetovna vojna. Polnilnica je delovala nemoteno, vrata zdravilišča pa so bili prisiljeni zapreti.
After the war, Radenska was taken over by Franz Wilcznik, introducing electricity, improving the bottling lines, and breaking into the markets of the newly formed common state. He made the annual sales shoot up once again until they reached 4 million bottles. And in 1923, he received an official confirmation that the spring was indeed healing in its properties, rather than a name alone. Soon, Radenska got its first CEO who was neither German nor Austrian, Dr. Ante Šarić, a Croat. His most significant achievements included the renewal of the King's Spring and the discovery of the so-called Mura Spring. The content of the latter's water is particularly beneficial in treating cardiovascular disease.
Prav v tem času, leta 1936, so se prvič pojavila znamenita 3 srca avtorja Milka Bambiča. Vse od takrat so zaščitni znak Radenske.
In their many versions, they've survived into the present day. The sales grew. Radenska reached farther and farther. By the early 60s, when Bogo Verdev took over the reins of the company, Radenska was filling up 30 million bottles a year. By the early 70s, it was 115 million.
Če se spomnim svojih 37 000 enkrat.
Global trends had to be followed. Mineral water had long ceased being merely water. Now it was the basis for countless non-alcoholic beverages. Radenska jumped on the bandwagon and has been riding it with great success. Trends in non-alcoholic beverages changed rapidly, but it's become impossible to imagine Radenska without these drinks. Remember the most famous one, Date, replaced later by the no less famous Stiel. Specialized beverages followed, like Schum, targeted at diabetics, vitamin beverages like ACE, Radin, Radenska's response to the still mineral waters trend, Ledeni Chai, the list goes on and on. Today, Radenska is found all around the world, in the United States, in many European countries, also in Asia. It's an active sponsor, particularly in sports. To name but two, cycling and ski jumping. And of course, there's the traditional Three Hearts Marathon.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gremo! Bravo! Dajmo, spodbujati navijati.
Today, Radenska is a super modern company boasting a wide range of natural mineral waters and non-alcoholic beverages that follow, as well as set, global trends. Great care is taken to ensure the quality and safety of products, which must be environmentally friendly and competitively priced. Natural mineral water must be microbiologically and chemically sound at the very source. During later processing, only a handful of physical procedures are allowed, such as the removal of certain unstable ingredients, or removing and subsequently adding carbon dioxide. The Radenska Classic natural mineral water contains naturally dissolved minerals, which can be absorbed directly into the bloodstream. Radenska has been adapting the bottling processes and technologies to development trends and market requirements. The introduction of plastic packaging was a major shift, but the real developmental cornerstone has been the acquired aseptic filling line, providing the technological basis for further development of preservative-free, trendy beverages. Of course, Radenska Classic King Spring remains the one and only, the one that carried the name Radenska around the world. But it's been joined by the less aerated Radenska Light and the non-aerated Radenska Naturel. The Radenska water family is supplemented by the Radenska Still Spring Water. Radenska Plus, a mixture of functional waters for different needs, is a staple in gyms and in the hands of exercise enthusiasts. Oaza has carved a space for itself on the flavored waters market, while Ora is a bona fide Slovenian classic.
Ogromno jih je še, a kraljica seveda ostaja samo ena. Tista, ki je svojim žuborenjem in sikanjem v starih časih domačine spominjala na čarovnice, ki kuhajo točo. Mene pa tiste usodne noči začarala zavedno. Ne samo jaz. Vsi smo imeli srečo, da je na površje pritekla ravno tu. Pa nasvidenje. Ja!
Radenska. Radenska, the Three Hearts, a premium natural mineral water.